we are live and whisper for the VOD's sake. Here we are, kicking things off with more Losers Round 1 matches. I'm Mystic Mall, and I'm joined today by Whisper. We'll be your casters for today's match between Team Poland and Team South Korea. Oh, dang. This is going to be a spicy match.
Yeah, yet again, another early match for me and Mystic Mall. Always picking the ones that are like the earliest for my time zone and the latest for his.
Yeah, dude, it's like 8 p.m. for me right now.
Yeah.
I know for a bunch of people tuning in, it's like, what, 8 a.m.? This is a early match.
Yeah, there's a good chance that the 8 a.m. gang are still asleep, but they should be getting up as
the stream starts. Yeah. So, yeah, this is gonna be Losers Round 1. Team Poland had a decent time, like a decent in between time of not playing for a while since they were one of the first matches, and now also South Korea, they also had some downtime as well, but here they are coming back strong.
Yeah, I'm glad that we get to see South Korea go again, because they had a really strong performance, like versus Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And
that match was honestly super close.
Yeah. So hopefully we get to see some strong performance right now versus Poland.
Mm-hmm. So we can run through the players of South Korea and Poland. For South Korea, their roster is Tyritz, Lemonade, Ash, Manabe, Johadesu, Dak, Amilo, and Seer. And for Poland, want to take it, Whisper? Or actually, I could do it too for like the pronunciation. Let's go.
Right, yeah.
For Team Poland, we got Dracono, Thanos, Rivian, Sinking Ship, Finite, Inborn, Magiku, and Solus. Yo.
Yeah, that's at least both teams have all of their players, right? I believe today, like all 8.
Let's see in that little coordinator chat, but I believe so for this time around. Yeah, there was that unfortunate thing that happened. I think it happened to Naru during the Japan versus USA battle. There was someone in the chat who told us about how Naru was having PC problems at the time. So Naru Mori wasn't actually present during the Team USA versus Team Japan. Let's hope no one has any problems today and everyone's present.
Yeah, it's thankful that it's only 4 players and that you can put some in when you need them. Mm-hmm. But especially if you pick a roster based on having 4 for this and 4 for that are completely different, then it might end up being a little bit of an issue for your team. Like, I know Canada has 4 specific for the AC or mid-tier, and then a completely different 4 for speed.
All right. You want to talk about a few like strats / predictions that we might see here? What I'm predicting is that Team South Korea is going to do a similar strategy to what they did during the Team Japan match, where they kind of kept Tyritz in for like all the songs. Because Tyritz, dude, he's like, oh my gosh, #1 in South Korea. His scores are absolutely insane. I was looking through some of the maps in this specific pool. He has taken the #1 spot on a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, he puts in a good amount of work just to make sure he's up there on all of the songs. I feel like they're gonna keep Tyritz and Johan for basically every song, even the AC ones.
Yeah, with that, there are some, like, looking at the song pool as well, there are a good mix of like songs that are kind of fast and honestly like not too fast but tiring nonetheless. So let's see, maybe Team Poland will take these stuff into an account just to like maybe try to tire Tyritz, but at the same time they have to worry about their own players' stamina. There's a lot of mind games that go into this.
Yeah, I was looking at the teams earlier, and I actually think South Korea has the highest chance on the AC maps. based on just looking at the performance from, or like the average, I guess you would say, from Poland compared to South Korea, I feel like it's even in their favor to pick the acts in these two countries versus each other.
As we talk about the MVP of South Korea, Pirates, you can also don't also count out Team Poland. For Team Poland, their ranked one player, Dracono, who has the global rank of 29. He's been putting on some work, dude. Let's see. So let's look at a bunch of his recent scores while waiting for the teams to set up. Let them do their warm up.
Well, Dracono's been like a top 30 player for a long.
Yeah, he's super consistent.
His profile picture is actually a picture of him.
Trying to look for his scores on songs that are in this specific pool. I do see a 115 score. He actually scored number 22. Well, let me compare that with Pirates. Let me open up his score saver as well. Ooh, of course we're doing these comparisons on like the data we have, but you never know, guys. Like someone else might just pop off during the tournament. At the same time, someone who's very consistent with that song in terms of the leaderboards might just miss a few. That's the thing about playing on a live tournament, dude.
Yeah, there's a good chance you don't always perform, obviously at peak or get another PB while you're playing, but it definitely can happen. It's just not as likely.
Dang, I'm going through Tyrants' recent scores. He's been playing a bunch, but he hasn't actually played too much of the songs in pool. I do see a Dying Light score as well as a Uragiri. Those are his recent scores. Aside from those two, I believe he hasn't played in like 3 days.
Yeah, Tyrants and Manab are actually the two highest out of like the two countries currently in this, with Dracono just a little bit behind, and then Thanos down there as well. So it's 2 and 2, and they're close enough in both of their scores that.
Yeah, unlike Tyrants, who hasn't set a score in a bunch of the maps on this pool in a little while, Manabe has actually landed a number 18 on 115 just 18 hours ago. Hey, reoccurring number, as well as a number 11 on Greenlight Serenade. Let's see. Oh, they're going into picks and ban?
Yeah, actually Manab is really strong in this. I'm just looking at their resets and it's all like top 20 on all of the songs that they have to play. Even the act songs as well, which is quite interesting.
It's gonna be quite interesting. Despite Tyrants not playing like a bunch of the songs in a while, I was scrolling through the songs and the leaderboards. Tyrants was like everywhere on them. Like I am pretty sure he had number 1 on Greenlight Serenade, on what else was there? That cooling map. I forgot what it was. Impulse, yes. He has number 1 there as well. So let's see. Maybe I'm pretty sure Team Poland also saw this. This might affect what song they end up banning. So here we go, going into the picks and bans. Let me open that sweet match coordinator so I can see this in real time. But yeah, just off the top of your head, like between Poland and South Korea, what do you think their bans are?
I think Impulse is going to get banned by Poland if it doesn't get picked. I think it's bans no matter what, right?
2 bans, yes. And then...
Yeah, Impulse is definitely getting banned. And then it's either between Greenlight or Dying Light getting banned. I think all the other maps are like songs that both teams want to play.
Oh.
I want to assume that they'd ban an ACK map, but I feel like in this kind of scenario, South Korea can actually win on an ACK map, and so can Poland, so they might not ban either of them.
It's gonna be interesting to see an ACK map being played this time around. Like in South Korea's previous match, we did talk about how Team Japan was a team more inclined for accuracy maps, but this time around, South Korea and Poland, if we're gonna see an ACK map this time around, I can't confidently say who's gonna take it. Like this is literally anyone's game if we do see an ACK map. But at the same time, we might not see an ACK map pick at all. But
yeah, they'll pick. That'd be interesting if they all just pick the harder end maps.
yeah,
And ban the
that's
ACK
what I
one.
was kind of thinking too. Like looking at some of Dracono's like higher up scores, like he's really been working on like a bunch of the top PP songs, which are extremely fast. He's gotten crazy stuff like 27 on Melancholia, 38 on Villain Virus, number 11 on the newly ranked Cronier. So like we might see some speed. This might be like a matchup where both teams want to play faster songs rather than accuracy maps.
Ooh, they didn't. They pulled and
Cool.
they got rid of Dying Light.
Dying Light, all right. Yeah, that map was definitely interesting. Has a lot of funky angles and notes that travel all the way across the screen. Honestly,
like
a personal favorite of mine.
No, they banned the ACK map.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
That's interesting to note too that Uragiri is an ACK map and it's only 1 minute and 32 seconds. Like I think it's the quickest map in all the pools so far. That does still leave Tappy Tappy though, which is a 3-minute ACK map.
Yeah, hopefully they picked that one. I didn't see the scores for Urguri, but I knew that to the Tappy Tappy were good for. Poland.
So I was actually wondering, like, if Uragiri gets picked, like, it will increase, like, I mean, it will decrease the total duration of the match. But now that it's banned, all we got are, I believe all of these songs are longer than 3 minutes. Also something to account in terms of stamina management. So let's see what happens here. Ooh! And we're actually going into Impulse for the first map.
Is this Poland's or
I'm actually...
South Korea's pick?
Let's... Yeah, so Impulse is South Korea's first pick. Interesting. Like
these are like such interesting picks because like I was just looking at Tappy and like South Korea has like 5 players all above, and there's only one Poland player like near the scores that they have.
I'm kind of surprised too that Team Poland did not ban Impulse. Like I share your sentiments there, and then there's also the fact that Pirates is number 1 in this specific song. Let me double check. Maybe someone sniped them, perhaps.
No.
But I did check this earlier today.
Yeah, it's still. You should
still Pirates. Hang. So yeah, it makes sense that this is South Korea's first pick, but at the same time, this map does get a little bit funky in terms of angles. I do recall there being a stack that, like a right-hand stack that starts on the very left. Like you really gotta pay attention at swinging on those areas because if you don't, you could get a miss from that area.
Yeah. And I'm looking at it now, and I think this might actually have been a really good pick for South Korea. Because there aren't any Poland players on the leaderboard, so they might have been hiding their scores, or their scores are like there's a couple past like page 3, but South Korea actually has a huge advantage on this song.
I see.
In terms of like what they picked, obviously, it could, anything
I feel like
actually starts.
Looking through like the boards of this, I feel like this map was a map that Team Poland practiced less on compared to, let's say, other maps. So I'm kind of surprised too that they didn't end up banning this, but maybe they just Dang.
Yeah, there's only 2
Wait.
Poland players on this leaderboard, so I feel like they might have intentionally hidden their scores.
Mm-hmm. So for South Korea, Tyrants, Manabe, Dak, and Johadesu are representing Team South Korea for this first song.
Yeah, they're picking like their 4 strongest, at least that I think that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And Poland, they have Knight and Rivian are the 2 who played the map, and I'm not sure about if the others have played it yet or not.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe that potentially might be a sight read for some of the players on Team Poland.
Yeah, we should be able to see right away if it's a sight read or not, because this map is not one you should go into without playing.
That is true. Like, yeah. Oh, just sorting some technical difficulties real quick.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure everyone's got their streams up.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, going in, Impulse.
What do you
There
think might
are
happen
some
after
pretty-
this map?
So from my predictions, from the raw data, I don't want to make any assumptions clearly yet, because like
Yeah.
anything can happen. But like just looking at the raw data in terms of how South Korea has a bunch, like they've practiced this song. Like a lot of their players are all over that leaderboard. Well, if South Korea does take this and they do take song number 1, I believe Team Poland might try to either or 115 or Tappy Tappy. Like they could approach it on like these 2 different ways. Cause
Yeah, I was gonna say either 115 or Tappy.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they'll leave the other 2 maps up to chance.
Mm-hmm. This is a best of 5. Yeah, so first to 3.
Ooh. Yeah, because before it was just best of 3s, right? When we were doing it.
Oh no, it was still
Oh, it's
best of
still
5.
best of 5.
It was
Okay.
best of 3 in the other tournament. Simple
Right.
Sabers.
Right.
All right, yes. We're about to head into it. Oh, it's going to be real interesting to see how some players in Team Poland play this map. Like potentially, who did you say again were the 2 players that had scores on Impulse in
Knight
Team
and
Poland?
Rivian.
I see. So potentially Dracono and Sinking Ship will be sight reading this. And yeah, like you said earlier, like this map in particular is not really one you'd want to like go into blind. Like there's definitely a bunch of angles and like notes that you have to really reach for to hit.
Yeah,
Especially if you're like
with crossovers.
Mm-hmm. Crossovers as well, yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because I know Dracono can score higher than Rivian and Knight.
Here we go. Streams are being synced up, and yeah, kicking off the match between Team South Korea and Team Poland. We are going into song number 1, Impulse. This is South Korea's pick. So let's see what happens here.
A clean sync right there.
It's actually going back and forth, but South Korea, after that intro sequence, they are getting quite a big lead. But yeah, this is just the start of the song, so percents could very much change in a few seconds.
Yeah, Knight actually, I think he started with a few misses because he was instantly down to like 80 something right off the bat. He doesn't have a miss counter, so it's hard.
Oh no! Tonight getting a bunch of misses from that one stream section. Dropping down to an 87.3.
Yeah, sinking ship as well, actually down to like an 87.
Yeah, those stacks that come in from the far side, if you're not paying attention to those, you could just get a few misses from them. Meanwhile, Tyrants maintaining a 96 and Dracono maintaining a 93.6. Oh, but as I say that, Dracono does end up missing one.
Yeah, this is actually interesting because they did ban Dying Light over this.
Hmm. Yeah, I was actually like really interested with that too because you predicted that Dying Light was no, this song would be Team Poland's band, but I guess there was just something about Dying Light that they really don't want to play in. Like there might be a pattern there that one of their players just can't get the hang of. But yeah, it looks like they're Team Poland's having a little bit of a hard time with this song as well. With their net percent going under 90.
There's a good chance that they might have had tracking issues at the beginning, but I'm not sure if the tracking issues are enough to use to replay the song again.
You see here, Tyrant's still maintaining that full combo. Really staying true to his title.
Yeah, he's really
Combo
showing that he
king.
does have number one on the song.
Yeah. Nailing that stream section beautifully. Pirates, here we go.
Yeah, and they even subbed Lemonade in for Joha. And Lemon is actually doing very well right now.
Yeah, we see Fanite here having a few trouble hitting these horizontal notes. Dropping down just a little bit. There's that wrist rotation and jump. We are approaching the end of the song.
Yeah, Rivian and Dracono keeping above an essence.
Jeez, look at Tyrants ending the song on a 95 despite missing a few. Or one. Oh yeah, two misses.
Yeah,
And
that's still like a top 10 score.
there it is. We might see a tracking call, I think, from Poland. I believe Fanite had a little tracking issue, but like you said, like this, is it really worth like doing a tracking replay for this?
I hope the players at least know what the score difference was when they go to consider those kind of things.
So let's see, but yeah, so far South Korea maintaining that lead versus Team Poland on this specific song. If they do pull through with this, like if there is no tracking resets, what song do you think will be picked next? 115? You thinking?
I think I want to say 115, but Poland might take their chances with an act map.
Yeah.
They might be feeling like it's like a good chance that they have based on this song. Honestly, yeah, I was just gonna say that I went and checked, and like Tyrants' score was like still a top 5 score, even with his misses. Very impressive.
Oh gosh, yeah. 95. Manabe actually did drop below an SS. But the net percent of Team South Korea is still 92.35. That was pretty crazy.
There's a chance that they could take the tracking because it is only a 92.35 average.
True. Like, yeah, now looking back at it, Team Poland wasn't actually that far behind.
Yeah, it looks like they're okay with
Oh, here we go. Actually, yeah, we're moving on to song number 2, and Team Poland does pick Tappy Tappy. You were correct. We're gonna take this chance on this accuracy map rather than the potential 115 pick.
Yeah, I think they might have a chance on the accuracy maps. Maybe. Actually, yeah, it's looking good.
Let's let me pull up those little scores.
Yeah, it's looking like a good mix of like could be one, could be the other.
Let's see who are on top. Tyrants actually having number 4 in Tappy Tappy. And Lemonade also with a number 9. Let's see. We might see Tyrants and Lemonade in here. Yep. Johadesu, Manabe, Lemonade, and Tyrants.
Yeah, they got their top 4 for this. The top 4 scores as well.
And for Poland, we got Dracono, Fnite, Sinking Ship, and Inborn.
Yeah, honestly, it's an interesting choice in the players because Thanos and Magic actually have the highest Poland scores next to Fnite.
Yeah, and they're not going to be playing?
Hmm.
Thanos and... Well, actually, not. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh, I've been checking. That might be...
Oh, wait, is it Expert? Yeah, it's Expert, right?
Yeah, it's Expert.
Okay, yeah.
Jeez, yeah, looking at Team South Korea, they are ready for this. Manabe sitting at a 16. Johadesu 15.
Oh,
like,
actually,
they grinded
Inborn
this
does
stuff.
have a higher score. By just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's above Dak in the leaderboard for this specific song by 1 spot, actually. Inborn taking number 21 and Dak taking number 22.
Yeah, Dracono and Sinking Ship are an interesting choice for the lineup on this map.
Well, actually, no. I believe... Is that another Sinking Ship? Why does he have a different flag? But, like, look at number 14 on this song.
Oh, it's another ship that's sinking?
Oh, okay, no.
Okay.
Sinking Ship does have a number 14 on this song. That probably explains the pick.
Okay, that's good. The only
was
score
nice.
then I don't know is Dracono's score.
But we do know that Dracono is Team Poland's number 1 player, so you know.
Yeah, we do know that he can perform. He did do well on Impulse actually.
Oh, someone's getting left behind, like in terms of sync. All right.
Yeah, some would say they're sinking.
Oh, this is Manabe, I believe. We were seeing some problems with syncing Manabe's stream since like earlier in the warm up, or even like the first song. Oh yeah, it is behind. You can see it.
Yeah, it might be able to reach.
So interesting. Tappy Tappy being Team Poland's pick. They're gonna try to get a win over with an act map. Oh, thinking almost there.
Yeah, I honestly think this one's gonna be the closest match we might be able to see.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, act maps are always very close.
Yeah, definitely. Like less notes coming at you at a time, but every swing, every area of where you hit the block, all of those factor in an act map, and things can get really close in an act map. And here we go, song number 2. This is Team Poland's pick, Tappy Tappy.
Yeah, hopefully nobody misses.
Usually when an act map is in a tournament, one miss could mean the match right there, or the song point rather.
Yeah, both players starting off like pretty much the same.
All right, here we go. Manabe actually maintaining a 97.5. Tyrants almost 98. Oh no, Fnite actually did miss, dropping him down to a 93. Yikes, that might be like, as long as Team South Korea just plays it steady and does not miss for the rest of the song with their accuracy right now, that might just be it. Like from one miss alone. Oh no, another miss coming from Fnite. Oh no.
There's a good chance that he could bring his average back up and help his team, but it would require a miss from South Korea.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this little wall section.
Yeah, I'd assume Fnatic has to be lagging a little bit to for tracking or something.
Mm. Oh no! Yeah. He's looking at his left saber. He did receive another miss. That might be tracking.
A miss as well from Singing Ship.
Meanwhile, 3 out of 4 players in Team South Korea are maintaining a percent average of, oh my gosh, 97? It's crazy.
Yeah, they actually all have a 97 except for Joha.
Even with that, Joha is like climbing back up there. He's sitting at a 96.8.
Oh, Dracono missing as well, actually.
Oh, dang.
I kind of thought the ACK maps were going to be the
FC zone.
Yeah, the spot where it would be the closest, but
Dang, South Korea running away with this lead. Like, sure, it's by 1.5%, but that is so much in a when you're fighting in an ACK map.
yeah, even if they have tracking issues and go again, the average is so high on South Korea. It's like a 97 from each.
Yeah, with their net percent is actually at 97.1. Jeez.
Ooh, they rounded it perfect.
Ending exactly on a 97. And South Korea, dang, showing real strong play here. Coming from all players.
Yeah. Now, do you think they're gonna take the tracking or save it for the next map, which might be harder?
I honestly think like yeah, they're gonna like keep it for potential tracking issues in the next map because dude, look at their average. That's so intimidating to go against a 97 average on the opposing team. Yo, that's kind of.
I think they called it tracking for this one.
Oh, they're calling in tracking. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time, don't count out Team Poland just yet because actually, despite all those misses and the tracking issues coming from Fnatic, they were actually they landed on 95.75. Like, imagine if Fnatic didn't get, I believe, those 3 misses, and Dracona didn't get one.
Yeah, Sinking Ship missed too, actually.
Dang, yeah. They actually can do this. If they, oh, getting an ad from Mana.
Yeah, I think Fnatic actually has the highest chance of getting like a 97
Mhm.
based on his leaderboard scores.
Pull up those. Let me pull up the Tappy Tappy scores again while waiting for the tracking reset match to start. Like, yeah, this is a tracking reset called in by Team Poland. They do have to beat South Korea's previous score that was set of 2,027,000, and that is insane. That is a team average percent of 97.
Yeah, they
That
have to
is
beat the perfect
nutty.
number.
All right, here we go. Just sync in the streams. About to replay Tappy Tappy.
Yeah, Fnatic restarting his game and hopefully not gonna lose any.
Yeah, you hate to see stuff like that happen in tournament. Like sad tracking is like the worst thing to see in every tournament, dude. Like at least if you want to see like someone beat someone, it would be best to like see it on a fair ground where no one loses tracking, and the only reason you miss is because you don't hit the note, not because your saber flies away from you.
Yeah, we don't know if because Fnatic was the one who called the tracking. I assume his team also gave him the go ahead to do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know if Dracono or Sinking actually had tracking issues, or if they had just missed.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see in Fnite's stream, he's really like testing his tracking right here. He's swinging as fast as he can and making sure his sabers don't randomly fly away.
Yeah, he's bringing his quality down as well, and I think
Mhm.
getting rid of camera and using smooth instead. Unless he had smooth on before and it just doesn't activate until you start the game, which might have been the case.
Okay, Poland, you ready?
All right, scores have reset. I believe they're gonna be
So
players all waiting in the tournament assistant tappy tappy. We're gonna see another play here. So this is a tracking reset, but for Team Poland to take this from Team South Korea, they have to score higher than a 2,027,000. That's such an intimidating score to try and beat. Like looking in,
Yeah, it is because it's such a perfect number. Because what if they get just
it
under that?
is 97, dude. Yo, this song kind of slaps though. I'm glad we're hearing it again.
Yeah, it is actually interesting. I actually have never seen this map before or heard listened to it, but might have to end up playing it after.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. I did try it earlier. I don't know. Moe Shop songs are always so like fun to act. I remember any boomers in chat, Team Saber. Remember that one Moe Shop song that was out there and like people were trying to act on it. Oh, good times, dude. Yeah, Moe Shop songs are like very very comfy to act.
Mhm.
They usually come packaged with like chill act maps as well, so definitely look out for them.
Yeah, I remember the old Moe Shop map, the one of the first act ones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was called, but it's an interesting map nowadays if anyone ever goes back and tries it out. Speaking of Dracona 97.
Dang. And yeah, this time Fanite not missing. Let's go. No sad tracking. Let's go. Oh no! Chase Inborn actually missing one there. It was not a tracking issue. He just, I think he just missed the note completely. He swung a little bit too early there, I believe. And yikes, that brings down, well, actually, not too bad. It brings down his percent, but he's still sitting at a comfy 95. But you're gonna, dang, actually, South Korea potentially beating their previous score in this run. They're halfway through and they have percents higher than wait, as I say that, what happened? Oh, Manabe actually missing, bringing down their percent. Yo, now it's going back and forth.
Oh, actually, I'm lagging quite a bit actually just now.
Now this doesn't happen very often, but the chance, like, there is a possibility that the team can call another tracking reset if Team Poland does end up beating their score, and we saw that Manabe was having issues with his hardware. They might call a tracking reset, so we might, like, that's a thing. You can potentially see 2 tracking resets with one song. I don't believe it happened yet, but it can happen. There is a possibility.
Yeah, there's a good chance that their own team told them after they got into the VC that they had a 97, like exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So they might feel confident with that and be like, okay, yeah, we got this.
Dang, it's definitely way closer than the last round, but I think that miss over from Inborn, it kind of just caps their percent over at 96.5. So despite having a way better run this time around, it was not enough to beat Team South Korea. So this second song, the point will go to South Korea. I was way closer though, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they definitely needed, even without the miss, they needed Dracona to keep his 97.2 or 97.3.
Mm-hmm. Sinking ship, ending with a very impressive 97.12.
Yeah, actually, he kept his act from the beginning to the end very well, actually.
All right, so that seconds second point actually going to South Korea with all at act maps out of the picture from the remaining maps. What do you think is gonna get picked next?
Ooh.
I think we're gonna see a 115 pick. Yo, Sour, please. That song's so good.
Mm, yeah, I feel like they might have realized that their chances on back maps might not be the highest. It's still close though, so they might pick. It's either Walkie or 115.
Mhm.
It's gonna get picked.
Yeah, I feel like
I
Team
want to go with
Poland.
115 though, because that's the pick you predicted. So
Yeah, I feel like Team Poland's gonna try to avoid Green Light Serenade just because of the, I guess, the presence that Team South Korea has on that map. If you look at the boards, they're all over that map, dude. But at the same time, maybe if that's the song they vibe with the most, Team Poland might just go and try and take it.
yeah, hopefully we're going to find out if they if that's what they're gonna pick. And it might be over after this. Who knows?
Yeah, it's actually match point. Let's see if Poland can pull off a reverse 3-0. Or we might just see South Korea take it here on this song with leaving it as a 3-0.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I feel like if if this wasn't losers rounds, I feel like Poland should have practiced act maps more, maybe.
Mm-hmm. This is actually Poland's potential tournament song. If they lose this, they are out of the tournament. All right, so both teams they're picking, or I believe. Wait, actually, that was Team Poland's pick. So the next pick is gonna go to South Korea, I believe. Oh, double Poland. Right. It repeats.
Yeah, and they're discussing it. Walkie
Okay.
Torpedo. They considered that. They definitely put some talk.
They actually did pick it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, the map itself isn't very difficult. As I said earlier, I'd like to describe it as a easier Hinode. Definitely some sliders. The unlike Hinode though, that does have bursts of 1/8. This one doesn't have those bursts, so it's really consistent all throughout. Definitely with sliders scattered around the map though, if you aren't paying too much attention, you might get a few misses from them. So you gotta be careful with your swings when it comes to those sections.
Yeah, Poland might take this one. Maybe. I feel like there's a chance that they can take this one.
And yeah, we are seeing a triple Tyrants pick from Team South Korea. For South Korea, we got Tyrants, Amilo, Manabe, and Dak playing Walkie Torpedo. So yeah, we were right that Team South Korea was gonna throw in Tyrants for every song.
Yeah, he does do the best out of on every type of song that gets
even with that match in versus Team Japan, Tyrants, he's like someone who doesn't get tired, dude. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're putting Thanos in this time for the third map.
Dracono, Thanos, Inborn, and Rivian. Oh, they swapped up Finite for Thanos, I believe, and Dracono, Inborn, and Rivian. Was Rivian playing in Tappy Tappy? Or was that... No, that was Sinking Ship. Oh, so yeah, they are swapping in Finite and Sinking Ship, or Thanos and Rivian this time around, keeping Dracono and Inborn.
Yeah. Korea is ready.
Definitely see that play, seeing the respective teams trying to keep their MVP on the songs at all times. Definitely they pull up the scores, but you do got to take into account that these are real people and they might, if the maps are pretty fast or stuff, they do get tired.
Yeah, especially with tracking resets.
Yeah,
Untitled Chapter
Dracono.
was on act though.
Yeah, that's true. Dracono has technically played 3 songs now because they replayed Tappy Tappy. But yeah, here we go, going in to song number 3. If South Korea takes it, they will take the set versus Team Poland. Here we go, Walkie Torpedo. This is Poland's pick. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, syncing up too.
Wait, what? Hold up. Did you see that?
Yeah, on Milo's stream.
Wait, why is Amilo the only one playing? Hold up. Got a little issue here.
Milo carrying the team with his
Wait,
strong
what?
15.
Wait. That was.
Oh, did he accidentally get intro skipped somehow?
Hold up. Something gonna happen there? Because Amilo already dropping down to an 86. And even like our board is kind of freaking out because Poland, yeah, their act is better, but since South Korea has more points because Amilo started earlier. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. This is a little bit odd, but I guess they're gonna play it out because see no signs of them stopping it.
Yeah, this is...
So yeah, this is actually no, Team South Korea, despite all those intro misses from Milo, the Team South Korea does have a higher net percent in accuracy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even with the length of the song, South Korea has like a good window for being able to miss. And Tyrant's being such a carry as he is with the 96%.
I believe
2% above the highest score on Poland.
Let's see. Let me pull up the docs real quick, but I do believe that Tyrants does have a very high score on this on the boards. But anyway,
Yeah.
while I'm checking that, jeez, you're actually pulling ahead despite all those misses.
Yeah, Tyrant, Stab, and Manab have a higher score than anyone on Poland. They're actually helping Milo out a lot right now.
Meanwhile, Dracono actually missing there. I don't know how much he missed, but right now, Inborn is the one in Poland with the highest score. These are not looking too good for Team Poland here.
Yeah, it's
They're gonna have
interesting to
work
see
something
these
out.
teams missing. I kind of assumed initially that Poland wouldn't end up missing as much as I'm seeing.
Right, yeah, those are the stacks and slider section here. Wow, Tyrants, yo! Getting that 6 burst stream there. Gotta be careful about that one stack all the way to the far left. If you aren't careful enough, you might just randomly miss there. And he does make it through the bomb section without missing. Yeah, that's the thing about this map as well. There are bursts of horizontal streams. So if you aren't prepared for it, you will get a miss, like what Thanos just missed there.
Yeah, Thanos
But
just missed.
Approaching the end of the song, and with Team Poland already using their tracking reset, even if they have any issues, this might be the set right here.
Yeah, Tyrant shaking his head with his full combo. He's like, yep.
Yep. Above 96. And yeah, actually a Milo ending ahead of everyone else, but yeah. I think South Korea takes it. Oh, Tyrant's kind of pointing at his score though. I think there's a personal best, is it not?
I will check if it is a personal best. It should be a personal best if he was pointing at it.
Dang,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was a
crazy.
personal. Oh wait, no, I'm not
Jeez.
sure yet. I thought it was, but he PB'd Tappy Tappy just before this.
Oh, even if it wasn't like 96.26 from Tyrants, and yeah, that is the set. Team South Korea takes it 3-0 over Poland. Yeah, it was a weird little incident we saw there earlier where a Milo, it started for a Milo even if it was still loading. That was quite odd.
Yeah,
Hope we don't see that. Like,
I had some higher expectations for Poland going into this, but
mhm.
it just
Yeah,
depends
I
on
am
their
surprised we did not see the 115 pick here. Even in a like, even if they did pick Tappy Tappy as their second song, I was thinking that they would go 115 immediately after, but instead they opted for the walkie torpedo pick.
Hmm. Yeah, even with the issues, they still won that.
Hmm. So yeah, from that, I believe that is it. South Korea will move on to losers round 2, and they don't know who they're gonna fight yet, I believe.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. A lot of people are wondering how they lost to Japan, but I think the map pools were harder in the winners rounds than the losers rounds.
My gosh, so yeah, Team Poland, they are out of the tournament.
No.
I was wondering, part of me is still kind of wondering, like, oh, did they prepare another video for dude, the Team Poland video in their first match was so funny, dude.
Yeah.
I lost it. I absolutely lost it. Right, so yeah, interesting picks. Sadly, we did not see 115. You know, I'm just a little bit of a 115 fan myself, but we did not see it this time around. Wasn't banned, but it wasn't picked either.
Yeah, and I guess there are more losers rounds next week. So, and South Korea and Japan are actually on opposite ends, so there's a chance that they might actually meet again.
Yeah, if they keep winning through their bracket, they might meet again for the run back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and if the songs are even harder, then South Korea might have a bigger chance actually.
Mm-hmm. Team South Korea played extremely well today. Especially like we were talking about like the last match where Team South Korea was fighting Japan and how Tyrits was keeping this huge lead compared to like the rest of his teammates, but this time around Team South Korea overall played very solidly. Like it was everyone played so well in South Korea today, like especially in Tappy Tappy where everyone or 3 players got 97, like higher than 97.
Yeah, a lot of their players have actually, I think they've been practicing quite a bit, like the map pools as well. And interestingly, they didn't put Ash in for any of the maps.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I think Ash has a higher advantage on like the fast
Mm-hmm.
Yum kind of maps, the speed ones.
Yep. Gotcha. All right, so we're gonna go raid someone. We're gonna take a break because there is a bunch of downtime between now and the next match. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. We'll be signing out for now. I'm Mystic Mole, joined by Whisper. Thank you for joining us in today's match between Team South Korea and Team Poland.